Hello children, hope all of you are doing good. Today we will learn a new chapter from English literature, that is the Pedlar's Caravan. Here you can see a picture of a caravan. It is a living wagon, highly decorated and brightly painted, which is a traditional horse-drawn wagon used by British travelers as their home. Before learning the poem, we must learn about the poet. The beautiful poem The Pedlar's Caravan is written by William Brighty Rance, who was an English writer of the 19th century who specialized in writing for children. He was born on 24th of December 1823 in West London. He had an interest in writing for children and added pieces to such publications as Good Words for the Young and Castle's Boys paper. He was much happier with his poetry for children, and he was described as the laureate of the nursery. He wrote a fairy tale every Christmas over a number of years. Rance had a great love of nature, and this is illustrated in his poem Great, Wide, Beautiful, Wonderful World, which appeared in a collection called Lilliput Lectures in 1871. William Brighty Rance died on 23rd of April 1882, aged 58. Now let's read out the poem. I wish I lived in a caravan, with a horse to drive like the peddler man. Where he comes from nobody knows, or where he goes to, but on he goes. His caravan has windows too, and a chimney of tin that the smoke comes through. He has a wife with a baby brown, and they go riding from town to town. Chairs to mend and delve to sell, he clashes the basins like a bell. Tea trays, baskets ranged in order, plates with the alphabet round the border. The roads are brown and the sea is green, but his house is just like a bathing machine. The world is round and he can ride, rumble and splash to the other side. With the peddler man I should like to roam, and write a book when I came home. All the people would read my book just like the travels of Captain Cook. Summary of the poem The Pedlar's Caravan. The Pedlar's Caravan by William Brighty Rance describes the speaker's longing to live the life of a peddler man on the road. The first stanza introduces the speaker's desire for a life of travel like the peddler man. Where he comes from, nobody knows, or where he goes to, but on he goes. The uncertainty of the peddler's destinations makes his life seem exciting and fresh. The second and third stanzas provide details of the peddlar's caravan, describing what the caravan wagon looks like and his goods that he sells from town to town. The caravan has windows and a chimney of tin that the smoke comes through. The peddler in the poem is most probably a Romani gypsy. He has a wife and his baby is brown. Altogether they ride from town to town. His trade appears to be mainly in housewares, including delf, which is a type of Dutch crockery, tea trays, baskets, and plates with alphabet around the border. The fourth stanza employs imagery to compare the peddler's home, that the caravan, to a bathing machine. The imagery suggests movement and motion that mirrors the rumble of the caravan over the roads as he travels. In the last stanza of the poem, Rance sees the peddler's day-to-day life as a spectacle to write stories about and thus become as famous as the author of the Travels of Captain Cook. Here the word meanings: caravan, a vehicle equipped for living in; peddler man, one who travels about selling wares for living; chimney, a vertical channel which takes smoke up from a furnace through the roof of a building; delve, earthenware; mend, repair; rumble, a continuous sound; splash, a sound made by something falling into liquid; roam, move about or travel aimlessly. Now here's the reference to the context. Number 1. I wish I lived in a caravan with a horse to drive like the peddler man. Number A. Name the poem and the poet. Answer. The name of the poem is The Pedlar's Caravan and the poet is William Brighty Rance. Number B. Describe the peddler's caravan. Answer. The peddler's caravan has windows, a chimney of tin through which smoke comes out. Number C. How does the poet describe the life of peddler man? Answer. The poet views the life of poet ideal because he takes his home and family on his adventurous journey. Number D. Name the different kinds of things that the peddler man sells. Answer. The peddler man's trade appears to be mainly in housewares, including delve, tea trays, baskets and plates with alphabet around the border. Second reference. With the peddler man I should like to roam and write a book when I come home. Number A. Why does the poet want to roam with the peddler man? Answer. The poet wants to roam around the world with the peddler man for the sort of adventure so that he could write a book about, like the Travels of Captain Cook. Number B. Why does the poet use the words rumble and splash? The poet uses the words rumble and splash to describe the caravan which bounces along the roads and moves through water. Number C. How is the peddler man's house just like a bathing machine? Answer. The fourth stanza employs imagery to compare the peddler's home to a bathing machine. It suggests the movement and motion of the caravan over the roads when the peddler man travels. Number D. Make sentences with the following words. Number 1. Travel. Travel east or travel west, a man's own home is still the best. Number 2. Sea. All rivers run into the sea. Children, we have completed this chapter with summary, reference to the context, word meanings. You practice at home. Here I'm signing off. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe and God bless.